Hello, I'm here with a new tutorial. I'm going to paint this ogre, and here I will just focus on the skin. And in that case I want to do like a bronze, like a suntan skin, quite a little bit darker than the current one. So I will start applying a layer of scrag brown as the base, and what I want to do is just a suntan or just a brune skin. So I will start first applying this layer that is scrag brown, and this is going to be a base layer. As you see, I did the prime of this miniature on white, so I will just do a thin layer of this color as the base color for the skin. When you're working with the skin, be sure that here is one of that the layers are thin. Maybe on all it's not that important, but especially when you're doing other type of skins, you want a smooth skin. So this way I say, be sure that you do thin layers. So I'm going to do a thin layer of this brown. This is going to be the base color, and from there I will start building up the color. So this most likely is going to be the darker tone of the skin. Okay. We'll do the legs. So just thin layer, I will keep working on that, and I will be back once this layer is done. So this is how it looks like when I did all the base with the scrag brown. Now I will start highlighting with the death cloud brown. Sorry. So. And here what I will do is I will have this color. I will prepare all the colors ready next to each other, and I will also pick a Cadian flesh tone. This will be the last highlight most likely, or maybe I will use also Kislev flesh as the last highlight. I will start working with these three colors. What I want to use, why I use the flesh, is to give a little bit of pinkish color, to give more flesh tone. So what I will do is I will do wet blending. So I will start highlighting with one color. Un momento. So I will do first, I will start doing the highlights with Death Cloud brown. As you see, it's much more clear, and here in the leg is going to be more difficult because the transitions are very smooth. For example, here on the breast and on the torso is going to be much easier because the muscles are more visible. What I will do is I will apply this here. Okay, I will. So as you see, first I'm trying to mark all the areas that I want to highlight. Try to leaving the recesses with the first color that I put. Okay. So I will do first, and then I will start working first here, because maybe it's the area that is easier to show. I will start applying the Cadian flesh tone to do to give a little bit of more to give some more flesh colors. So here, for example, I will apply this on the knee. So what you want to do is to work on the areas that you think that will be highlighted. Right? And then use the flesh tone to do more. So I will do first this leg, will show you how it's looking like, and then I will do the torso. So what you have to play first is, and this is a matter of patience and balancing the color as you like it. But I will be playing with these three colors. So for example here I will go to the back of the knee like that. The other thing that is important is not always do the flesh, and this is also goes for humans. Not all the humans have the same color for the flesh or the skin. So and this is a very nice way to give some variations to your army, is playing with the flesh tones. So just by playing with the flesh tones you can make the people or miniatures having the same uniform, they look more different. Miniature painted with dark skin tone or clear skin tone can look almost different. Here I will okay. So I will, the other part that I want to show is, for example, on the face where the factions or there is much easier. So what I will do is first I will apply this color on all the exterior parts, the nose, here, and now I will apply you see here one leg is done, the other one is not done. I see here is too flat, so most likely I will go even to just to make some brights. Not, you don't need to, some accents with a very clear color. This gives a little bit more volume. You see, I go very soft, following, and that's all. You give much more volume to the muscle. I will, for example, on the knee, and this I'm using quite a clear color that is Kislev skin. You see, this is giving a very nice. So on the face, here you have to be careful that you don't put too much. You have to put on the cheek, sorry, on the chin a little bit, and maybe here in one, just a very soft touch on the cheeks. That's enough, right? And then here I will finalize this part. Before going faster, I will work now here on this part, on the breast of this guy. So what I will do is, as you remember, first I applied Death Claw, and now I will apply some of this Cadian Flesh Tone and just soft touch. You see, if you think that it's too much, you always can play on balancing. But here the idea is that you play with the transparency. What I do is, if you put the paint diluted enough, will be transparent, and the transition will not be that hard between the layers of paint. You see, we'll give, and then here, of course, I will apply a little bit, and just some, because this is simulating a little bit the bright of the skin. So the skin, if it's healthy, will be a little bit shiny, and this is why you put this very clear color to give this accent, is to capture the shyness, to give the skin this shiny. So here on the nose, okay, and you repeat, you keep repeating this in all the different areas. So here, for example, what I will do is here you have a little bit the mark of the ribs. This is what I'm doing in that direction, and then I go to Kislev Flesh, and you do this. I hope this is visible with the light. Let me see if I can make it closer. So this is, you see this one leg, and this is the other leg. Okay, so I will keep doing that, and I will show you. So if I repeat the explanation, let me. If I repeat the explanation, the base color that I applied is crack brown all over the flesh, and then I did a first highlight with the Death Claw brown. I did a second highlight with Cadian Flesh Tone, and I finalized doing some accents with Kislev Flesh. Okay, and I tried to blend one layer over the other, so by painting before the previous layer is completely dry. In that way I can make the transitions smoother. So I will keep doing that on the other leg, and then I will show you how it's looking like once I finalize doing all the highlights on the skin tone. So this is how it looks like now that all the layers are done. I paint all the flesh on the different parts. You see, I also paint some of the brown leather, just I wanted to know how it was contrasting. And what I did is, off camera, I did this mixture here to make the lips. So this is, I didn't want to go to red lips, it will be too aggressive, but I want to give a little bit of pinkish color or reddish color. So I mix red with Cadian Flesh Tone to get the tonality that I like for the face. Now what I'm going to do and I will put the fine, and we are going to now go to the details, and there are two parts that I want to do details. One is here I will paint the nipples. I will just use a dark brown, and this can be this one, for example. No, I will use a darker one. I will use Reynolds height. So it's almost finished this color. I will take just a little bit, and I will paint here just the nipples. Okay, 1 and 2, and a little bit around. Okay, and then to give more, to make the factions or the expression of the face deeper and higher contrast on the different details on the face, I will do a very smooth wash. And I will use, as the skin is quite dark, I will use Agua Air shade in that case. So, but I will not wash the full face, because I did. What I will do is I will apply this wash on the eyes area, because it will make them here as well. Don't apply too much, just a little bit. And I will apply on the around the fangs, on top of the lip. So just following the mouth. Okay, and very little just below, and here the hole in the chin. This will make the expression more visible. Okay, now we have to wait that the wash is completely dry. So I will use the same wash to do all the leather as usual. But now I will need to wait that this is completely dry, and I will do the final details that are the fangs and the eyes. So this is how it looks like. Hope you can appreciate it now. So this is okay. You can see now the highlights on the skin and the back on the back, and so I think it's looking quite good. So now that the wash is completely dry, I will use white scarf. I will paint the fangs. And then I will paint the eyes. Okay. You see that the eyes are bigger than they should be. I will correct this later on. Okay. Now the next step. The fangs. This is too clear for the fangs of a ogre, so I will put some dirtiness. I will use ogre flesh. It's like aqua yellowish color. These fangs have to be a little bit dirtier, especially on the root. So I will apply this on the root of the fangs. And I know that this tutorial is about the flesh, but I want to show the full process to paint the face as well. Because although this is not part of the flesh, it's what is giving the last touch. And then I will use XV88 brown color and just make a very little touch at the base of the fangs. As you can see, all the time I'm working with the fine detail brush from Citadel, almost all the time. I think this is the brush that I use more when painting. So now painting the ace, I will use black. And I will try to paint See, this is how the ace have to look like. What I do when painting ace, I try to make, instead of making dots, you try to make more like a thick vertical line going from the top to the bottom of the A space. And now I will correct what I was saying before. I will use a dark brown. I will use, for example, dried bark, and I will paint just a little bit on top of the A to make the white of the A smaller. Okay, this will have to look like. So, and then this will finalize the work on the skin and at the face of the ogre. So I wanted to take a better shot of the work. So this is how the face is looking like. Okay, so you see the ace, I put the black, it's go from top to the bottom of the A normally. That way, if you only put a dot in the middle, it will look like if it's the ace, his scale is matte. Skin, so the colors I use all are here. The colors I use for the skin, again, scrag brown as a base color. First highlight with death cloud brown, second highlight with cadmium flesh tone, and do the accents with kislev flesh. Okay. Then to paint, I did a wash, play a little bit of Agax air shade on the face to make a more visible and more and deeper the expression of the face. I use white to paint the fangs and the ace, and then for the fangs I applied Ogre Fresh and XV88 at the base of the fangs, and that way the fangs don't look that clean. Okay, and then on the ace I apply black. Okay, and in case the white was too big, I use a dark brown. You can use in that case Reynolds Height, or you can use dried bark, and I apply this around the A to be sure that the A is have the right size. So this will finalize this tutorial on how to do. And then, yeah, the nipples is a little bit bright, but this will finalize my tutorial on how to paint brown or brunette tone of skin. So it's like suntan skin, or just to deviate from the pinkish, whitish skin. I wanted to do something that looks like more this guy have been under the sun, and the sun is tanning the flesh. So this is suntan flesh, or you can also consider it brune flesh. I hope you find this useful, you like this tutorial. And now I will keep painting the armor, but I will follow the same process that I explained for the previous unit that I paint. So I will not go deeper in how to paint gold in that case. So I hope you find it useful. Thanks a lot for watching this video, and see you again later. Bye!